Hey guys, Rinji here, once again bringing the worst of the VTuber community. And today, finally, we have something more mainstream when it comes to VTuber related matters. As a new generation of Niji-sanji and talents is close to debuting. Yes, I know, it's a surprise to everybody that Niji-sanji, Any Colors, premium VTuber agency is releasing another generation of VTubers. I know everyone's surprised, but are you surprised by Niji-sanji and fans? Well, I would rather say Magni fans, and those are Holostars fans, having a little bit of a, let's say, meltdown over a very petty thing when it comes to one of the new Niji-sanji talents. Well, this one that you see in front of you on the screenshot, Claude Clawmark, has an Oshi mark, or at least part of that Oshi mark, that used to be significant to Magni from Holostars, the now graduated VTuber. Magni only had gloves as an Oshi mark, but Claude here has the gloves as well as a white question mark. But do you think that is enough to distinguish himself from a former Holostar talent? Well, a lot of Magni fans do not think so, and they had a lot to say. So let's take a look at the complaints that they had. If you're saying it's just an emoji, check yourself. I don't agree with everyone's actions, but don't you dare minimize our pain like that. Your Oshi is still here. Ours isn't. Those who are taking extreme actions, our Maglord wouldn't this. Remember, we made from love. Starting off a little bit too serious, but it gets worse. That being said, let people do what's within their comfort level and stop judging them. Better to avoid than to create drama when nothing can be done about the situation. Let the Magmites find their own peace. Again, very chuny, very hyperbolic, a bit too parasocial, I would even say. I just woke up and everyone quote retweeting negatively is missing the point, LMAO. Yeah, they basically told them to touch grass and not to think about this too seriously because, someone's graduation might be, a tragedy for sure. But again, it's not like they're deceased. They are still out there. You can easily find them. But this person had a lot more to say about that. In quotation marks. They're not dead. They're not them anymore. They have to pretend to be someone new. There's boundaries we can't pass. You don't go to Kuro saying, Mister, did you see what Vox did? I bet some people do, but that's besides the point. We didn't get a graduation. No goodbyes. Just drift apart in silence. I was in a bad place and I found happiness and started smiling again by enjoying the vibes of these VTubers. It's amazing how people can emphasize, but you don't need to agree, just understand. Again, I feel for you just a little bit, but once again, you shouldn't tie your happiness to some random online entertainer like this. There's a lot of more genuine things out there that you can find that will help you, feel better about yourself. That's a little bit of advice from me. But let's continue. I know how to move on. I watch them now still, but that doesn't mean to mean the pain we went through isn't real. How about you go ask all your Niji Oshis about the pain they had to go through when Yugo, Nina, and Mista left? Why are you still sad about them? You're still friends in real life. We're not gatekeeping the emoji. We just vent about reliving sad memories by seeing something familiar. And when you downplay pain by saying it's just an emoji, you're not respecting people's experiences. No, it's just an emoji. And there's only so many combinations of Twitter emojis or whatever you can have before VTubers start reusing those. that fit them. Even right now, there's a lot of bigger VTubers that share Oshi marks with smaller VTubers and other big VTubers as well. You just have to, not think too deeply about that. It's just, you know, for fan recognition. It's not that deep. Also, not everyone knows PLs and they discovered them as they're now graduated VTuber personas, so they are gone forever. That content is not always the same. People just need to let others feel what they want to feel and not make them feel like S. Exactly. Plus, not everyone enjoy flesh tubers or non-human tubers either. People are allowed to not touch their PL and just keep watching whatever VTubers, but that doesn't mean the pain disappears once you decide to how to move on. It really kind of seems to me right now that you really weren't into Magni as the person behind the character, and more you're all about that character, which seems whatever floats your boat. But I like to follow people for their genuine personalities, and I think a lot of VTubers have that kind of quality to them, where they can shine with what's most genuine about them by using these avatars. So your enthusiasm and love for what was Magni seems a little bit shallow to me, despite how extreme your feelings may be. And here's more people, because of course it wouldn't end on just one person. It never does. It's social media. It's Twitter, formerly. I mean, it's X, formerly Twitter. It's not just an emoji, it's his mark. The next door neighbors might not have the obligation to pick different marks, but it feels disrespectful. I don't think they're even aware. It's like seeing someone you just knew coming over and just play with your family heirloom carefree. Like that, I suppose we shouldn't be mad or lash out on them. I don't think he did it out of malice, so let's just wait. Again, not that deep. You're thinking too hard about this. And his name has freaking claw in it. What else was he supposed to use? You can keep the mark. It's not. I'm not even mad at him for it. I'm mad at the Niji Sanji fans who were so quick to attack and belittle us over the emote. I don't want to hate on him too early, but I'm feeling very salty about it. I actually like his design, but I don't make final judgment nor make decisions until I've meet them. I'll be watching their debuts, but definitely take yourself away from the situation if you need that space. I'm sure they're all wonderful people, and his design is actually pretty good. I just don't like how they took the hand mark. And I think a few people here need a therapist, but I kind of assume they already have one. I wonder what that therapist recommends to them in situations like this. Just keep on going with the way you're acting, with the way you're feeling. I don't know. I'm not the licensed one for sure. Let's move on. I'm not gonna talk about how he took Magni's Oshi mark, because they also had to quote retweet Claude himself. Don't care for the designs like at all, but I'm glad that Niji didn't give them totally awful names. Like they're still very much on the nose, but nothing to bully them over. Don't know how to feel about one of them sharing an Oshi mark with Magni though. The new Niji members, I'd Hayward myself if I joined Corpo and they told me my name was Claude Clawmark using Magni's Oshi mark too. I'm kind of upset one of the Niji debuts has glove emoji as the Oshi mark. That's Magni's Oshi mark, what? DF? And so on and so forth. There's more people basically having the same kind of complaint out there. But it wouldn't be VTuber fans if they weren't just a little bit obsessive, just a little bit unhinged, and taking this whole online entertainment business a bit too seriously. I'm just glad they still aren't like K-pop stans, because that's a whole different can of worms to open. which I don't want to talk about at this point in time. Maybe one day, when a video topic comes along, we may be able to discuss them and how they behave in general on the internet. But for right now, it's everything. I hope to see you on the next one.